Hi Jennifer, my name's Dan. We've corresponded. I'm going to do a little overkill on explaining the problem on the Belmar for you, but I just want to show you what we're doing with it. And we, as I mentioned, have looked at two different runs since we got your email on the 15th. And the first run was good, but the run that came out yesterday had about 25% of the product had a problem with gaps, similar to what you pictured. About 1/4 of an inch, 3/16 was the max, but that's quite visible. But that happened in about 1/4 of the product. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is a little bit probably overkill on information, but why not? I'll just share it with you. All right, I'm going to describe the problem that we're having with the Belmar step bunks and then show you what we're doing on the solution. Okay, we have two pieces, the 2697-163, which is the top, and the 164, which is the bottom, 2697-164. The issue is there's a molding here and a molding here on both sides, right? You're seeing the side view here. And these moldings on all the points of contact need to mate perfectly. So if we think of these moldings on the top and the bottom as creating two planes, then every surface of this plane needs to come down and mate perfectly with the plane below it, right? So any racking of this plane, a slight twisting, I mean, you know, we see this on doors of cabinets all the time. Any racking or any dimensional shift can have, like if this is short, for example, over here, then that can open up this side, and then you'll start seeing gaps in different spots on this. So it's actually a fairly complex issue. So now there's an issue here. Because of the group has moldings that have these lap joints on them. The way that we assemble them, these need to extend out further than they should. Because there's so many small moldings, you cannot guarantee that this dimension is going to be correct. Therefore, the only approach is to make it bigger than it should be and then cut it back. So that's what we do here. We make this dimension just slightly bigger than it should be, and this piece will stick out proud of these pilasters, and then we have to sand it off to a flat surface. Now, so there's several possible points of variation. One is we don't sand this perfectly correct, which could create some rounding, or if this X does not exactly match this X, it could be then this plane is tilted down, and maybe this one's the opposite, so it's tilted up, and then we end up with those gaps. So here's the solution. First of all, these two are cut on different machines. Okay, so we're evaluating our accuracy on the length of these, and it was apply to both. This is cut on a panel saw, and this is cut on a CNC. That's very important. Second is instead of installing this proud of the pilasters, sorry, I'm speaking Spanish and English at the same time, we're going to make this top the mating point, the reference point, and then we'll sand off the bottom. That will ensure that this top is very flat and very straight to be able to mate with the other. That's what we're gonna do to start off with, and we'll see how the results look on our next run.